Hello and welcome to Monday Night Twitch. I am your host, Daniel, aka Bigfomlof, and what a fearsome foursome we have tonight. Joining me is Rowan. How are you?
Hi, I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Fantastic. Welcome back. And our friend from across the pond, Grant. It's been a while. How are you, sir?
Uh, I'm good, and you're right, it has been a while.
Way too long.
Hmm.
And sitting in chair three and kind of running the show for us tonight, and going to start us with some story time, I hope, is our good friend Will Funkymonkeymonk.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we got another show without Mike, who's probably recovering from BusterCon, and we're just going to soldier on without him. Will has been given the task with the quest tonight, and he chose a doozy, folks. And this isn't one I can say I've ever played because I think I've been scared of it since the day it came out. So, Will, what on earth would possess you to bring us to Lake Town?
So it all starts with a story of Rowan and I on vacation. You see, we were up in Boston and we had never played the Lord of the Rings LCG. And we saw it on sale and we were excited and we wanted to give it a shot. So we bought the core box,
Okay.
but we knew it was only 3 campaigns and we're like, oh, we're probably going to have a little bit extra time. Let's grab a fourth one. Let's grab another pack. And we looked through and I just grabbed this Gen Con exclusive pack and we're like, oh, this looks great. And you know what? I love Smog in Lake Town. So we played through the first 3 scenarios in the core box and we're like, oh, this is tough. And then with just the core box, we tried to take this quest on. That was when I learned how punishing this game could be. And
Yeah.
I want to say Rowan and I ran 3 times and we never made it past the second turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds
So
right.
Wow.
it's been a few years and I've learned a lot along the way and I would love to take it on again with y'all.
And for new viewers, this is back in the day when you needed 28 copies of the core set to get a full card set. So, yeah, that's you got really made it hard on yourself. Well, Will Rowan, I'm sure Grant joins me in thinking tonight's your night.
Um, yeah, I've got flashbacks to the Oslo Dire. How many times did we attempt that one?
So there you have it. All
I
right.
mean, it's just nice to have somebody else along for the ride, either companionship or commiseration or something in between, maybe.
Absolutely understand. Well, let's talk about our decks here before someone reads us a story about Lake Town. In the first chair tonight is Rowan. What did you bring?
I am bringing my favorite tactics deck. It's got some lovely Baragond, really great for defending folks. And we've got Mablung, and of course Hirgon. So really
Nice.
wants to engage as much as possible, defend as much as possible, and bring out friends to continue on that trend.
Ah, yes. The Gondorian friends. We love them.
Gondorian friends. They're fantastic.
Yes. And in seat 2, Grant, why don't you walk us through this trio?
Well, this trio goes back to Attack on Dol Guldur.
Oh,
The um, the epic multiplayer we did. So Grimbion, Legolas, and Balin. Balin to cancel shadows, and Grimbion to do defending, and Legolas just to put out an insane amount of attack power to take down dragons.
I think that we're going to do some fairly good bow shooting tonight, folks. Between
that's
the
the hope.
archers we brought. That's my hope, anyway. Well, thank you,
Yeah,
Grant.
I agree.
And in chair 3, we've got some ruggedly handsome people.
It is Aragorn and his 2 brothers-in-law, Elrohir and Eladem.
There they are.
It was my first 3 Hunters deck, and I have been tweaking it and refining it ever since. So it'll be time to see how it plays out here.
All right, thank you. And in the fourth seat, I'm occupying the chair here with the Brothers in Arms, of course. I'm pretty sure it's world famous deck with Bard the Bowman, Brand Son of Bane, and Erkenbrand. So there you have it. I got a pretty good draw on my first mulligan, and so I just kept it. And we're ready to go. Actually, if I'm being honest, folks, before we started streaming, I did, I think by my count, 57 mulligans. Setting a new Monday Night Twitch record. You guys didn't cheat, right? You just sort of...
No, this was my opening hand. I was very, very pleased with
Okay.
it, and wouldn't change it for the world.
Dan, I thought your record was 157 when we played Horse Lord's Ire.
Well, it's entirely possible. I generally make up numbers, so it's entirely possible that this wasn't my record night. Okay, Battle of Lake Town. Rowan, Will, you want to just sort of give a brief overview of what this is all about?
Go ahead, sweetie. I think I've blotted this from my mind. I think we went to the aquarium afterwards. It just calmed down. The penguins were great.
Oh, I don't remember anything about this. I'm going effectively blind.
So that is fantastic. Nothing makes me happier than that you just want to see if you can't kind of recall something traumatic.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. All right. Well, Grant, you ready? Let the healing begin. Let's hear a story from you, Grant. Why don't you go ahead and read card 1A, Terror from the Mountain.
Then morning trumpets were suddenly sounded, and echoes along the rocky shore. The cheering stopped, and the joy was quickly turned to dread. So it was that the dragon did not find them quite unprepared.
Okay. So let's set this up. We shuffle all copies of Smog into a separate Smog deck. I'm sure it's there for us. We'll search the encounter deck for Lake Town added to the staging area. It didn't do that for us? Oh, there we go. We can do that. I guess we can do that ourselves. We'll shuffle the encounter deck. I did that. And the old school reveal one card from the encounter deck per player and add it to the staging area. Guys, I've done my customary 3 shuffles of that. But Will,
Excellent.
like with the last time y'all were here, would you mind doing much of the running of the show so I can flip back to chat and such?
I am happy to do so.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so encounter card. Do we need to go and get Lake Town?
No,
I
we
think I
got
put
it
it there,
already,
didn't
yeah.
I?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
we've got it
staging
there.
area.
There you go.
Okay. Encounter card 1.
Oh, God. And so it begins.
Resolve all burn damage from all locations in play.
Well, there you go.
That's fine.
All right.
How about 3 more of those, Will?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank
There's
you.
2.
Oh, you're doing
job.
fantastic.
Run 1.
Escaroth Wharf. Burn 1. All locations are immune to player card effects.
Okay.
And encounter card 4. Deal 1 damage to each character in play.
Oh, I remember that now. Yeah.
Well,
Starting to come back.
okay. Ow. So, that's...
We're starting off strong.
That maybe not...
Yeah.
Okay, so... Do we need to take a moment to figure out what burn means?
I believe when it triggers, it deals 1 damage to each location. Or triggers burn damage on said location. If I remember right.
Okay.
Could be wrong. I will open up. I'll see if I've got the companion open.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So Smog cannot have more than the 6 damage on him. This is Terror from the Mountain here, 1B. When revealed, deal a damage to Lake Town for every player here.
Goodness.
All right, so folks, give us a second to figure out this burn thing. And I'll see if...
I'm checking out the quest companion now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing as well. Just have
Burn.
wasn't.
I mean, wasn't there a
burn
similar
is
thing in...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
The Burn X keyword represents Smog's devastating attacks against Lake Town. When instructed to resolve burn damage, total the amount of all Burn X locations on play and assign it to the Lake Town objective.
Got it.
When
Great.
assigning burn damage, each player may exhaust any number of their characters to assign any number of burn damage to those characters up to their remaining hit points. Any damage not assigned to characters must be assigned to Lake Town.
Wow. Every time you're given one of those choices, you know things are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I can't help but notice there is no smog.
There
No set
is
aside
no
Smog.
Okay.
Wow. Not like him to be late for his own show.
So, but yet it talks a lot about how he can't be assigned more than 6 damage. Should he be somewhere? There is a second encounter deck.
There is supposed to be a second encounter deck.
It's there. I see
yeah.
it.
Player 1A instructs players to build a Smog deck. The Smog
Yeah,
deck
it is. It's underneath it's underneath victory display as E2.
Yeah, I see it.
After Smoke deck.
Yep. At the beginning of each quest phase, the player must choose either his play area or the staging area as a destination for Smog. Then they reveal the top card of the Smog deck and put it into play in their chosen play area.
Oh, I'm loving this. Okay.
They immediately engage Smog. If another version of Smog was already in play, move all damage tokens on that version to the new version as it is revealed, and discard the previous Smog.
Discarding it to its own deck, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay. Will, are you comfortable getting random cards from that second deck here on Dragon Cards?
I am.
You are? Great. All right, so I think we're ready, folks. Who's ready to shift in?
I am.
Oh, what a delight. So, Rowan, I've got your deck on camera, your hand on camera. Take it away with
Excellent.
planning.
I shall. Alright, so got a lovely Gondorian shield on Baragond and a lovely Spear of the Citadel on Baragond. And,
Like he was meant to be.
right? I'm really pleased with this hand. I think I will... Oh, shall I hold it there? Yeah, I think I'll hold it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Folks, there's Grant's hand.
Okay, so I'm going to start off by giving a Dagger Westerness to Legolas. And spend 1 resource for Open the Armory.
Mm-hmm.
The top 10 cards for weapon or armor. I'll grab a Raiment of War.
Nice.
I'll spend 1 resource and play out Raiment of War. And that's doing it for my turn at the moment.
Oh, Grant, did you remember to tell us you brought the One Ring?
Oh yeah, did I forget about that?
I'm sure it's going to be fine. We don't have a history of losing because of the One Ring or anything.
Wow. I'm afraid of that object, Grant. All right, Will, here's your hand. Oh, God.
Let's spend 1 and get this stone onto its rightful owner.
Uh-huh.
Putting that onto Aragorn. I think a Rivendell blade here makes a lot of sense.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Are you also looking for a axe for Legolas, Grant? A war axe?
I will be. I've got one somewhere, well, a couple in my deck. but it will be one of the
feel
ones.
it's more important to have one of us set up. So please take my war axe.
And my
Thank you,
axe.
kindly.
I will focus on questing right now. So, and helping Grant get set up.
Nice.
Fabulous.
All right.
I'm going to play my Open the Armory to search the top 10, see if I can get anything good.
Okay.
And it's so unfortunate every time I see my seats in the north when I do that. Always hurts a little. But it does give me a shining shield.
Oh.
Do you have someone that you would want a round shield on, Grant?
If you stick it on Ballin, I could flip me contract.
Done.
Wow.
Thank
Just
you.
like that?
That's beautiful.
Folks, look at that. Look at that.
And then I can always ask you if you will help me flip later.
If I have the means to do so, I certainly will.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Folks, that's what it means to play a cooperative game. All right. We're putting a bow of you
Oh, love it.
over there. We're going to save our pennies for a destrier, but we will spend $1. You know, other people can have these Gondorian shields too, you know, Rowan. All right. Sadly, I don't have the Gondor trait,
promise
so...
you. If I have extras, I will give you one.
I've got the one I need. And that is going to be... See, here's the thing. All these Rohan warhorses are kind of... Well, they're not going to be too useful tonight, folks.
That's just what I was thinking.
See, funny, I was going to say, other people can have those Gondorian shields too, Daniel.
Well, I mean, people who might want to get set up for their contracts,
Yeah,
for example.
and who may or may not actually be Gondorian.
Ooh.
I'm not, though.
I was going to say, who's Gondorian on your side? I mean, Aragorn, come on.
We need a true king of Gondor.
Yeah. So let that be the first step in claiming your birthright. All right, that's me done planning.
Alrighty.
Now, Will, walk us through again. Now what happens? The beginning of quest. Rowan has a decision to make, right?
So, at the beginning of quest, the first player must choose either your play area or the staging area as the destination for Smug.
Oh, I think.
No wrong answers, Rowan.
No wrong answers, but no good answer either.
Yeah. Do we have enough range that, like, if he's just in my area, will he damage other folks?
It all depends on what this card's
actually,
Yeah, there's random cards that might.
yeah. I'll take me.
Okay.
A game of heroes, folks. Heroes and friends.
Heroes and friends, absolutely.
What is this Smog? Rowan, why don't you tell us about Smog the Mighty?
Alright, Smog the Mighty. 7 threat, 5 damage, 9 armor, so quite a lot there. 20 health, so, nice and modest. Immune to player card effects. When revealed, he makes an immediate attack against each player.
That'll be
rude.
That is...
That's very rude.
That is
because
unfortunate.
Is this him engaging me? As in, can I get Maplung's resource?
You definitely get Mablung's dollar.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Great. Love that. Right.
Just remember, you need to survive to use them.
That's true. So I'm gonna use Baragon for myself on that. And that's with that. We add this location, Fisherman's Dock, to the staging area. Aside from that, it's just 5 damage, so Baragon takes nothing. Immune to player card effects, does that include the Spear of the Citadel?
It does.
Okay.
I
Alas.
was just
But if
on
it-
mine.
There was a card that affected you only, no.
I mean, it arguably does affect me. Oh, no, I suppose it doesn't. Never mind. Carry on.
No. No. Emotionally, maybe.
Maybe,
Yeah.
Okay. And Grant, it looks like you're defending with Grimbjorn.
Yep.
Not sad that that has been resolved.
Definitely not.
Oof. All right.
An attack to me.
I see why your core box only decks didn't make it very far in this here, Will and Rowan.
Yeah. No, it didn't do so well. Speaking of not doing so well, let's Hail Mary this with Elro here.
There you go. And what's your shadow? Oh, jeez. Okay.
Well, at least only 1 damage to Lake Town. Could have
That's
been
right.
a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2.
The fact that we all start like with 1 hit point off is tragic.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the attack to you.
I will Erkin brand that.
The defending character gets -2.
I'm going to hit myself for 1 to cancel the shadow, and then only get hit for 2 to stay alive.
Great call.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
But if anyone has healing, that'd be great.
And Rowan, you're only going to have to take 1 more of those attacks during the attack phase.
Oh, fantastic.
But we won't get this version of Smog. Does the deck reshuffle? I don't remember. Do you?
I do believe it does after we go through it.
Oh,
And
so
I
we have to
think
go
there's-
through them all.
And I think there's 3 versions of each Smaug.
Oh, really?
If
So
I
we'll see
remember
this one
right.
again? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. He is
It's
Smog.
been a
the
while
Mighty.
since I played it, but I believe that's the case.
Okay.
But now it's the questing phase.
Now we actually have
Yeah.
to try to go somewhere. Oof.
I have committed.
Don't forget to keep something back for your defense against Smog.
The thing I'm keeping back, hopefully, if we quest successfully, will be in Gondorian Spearman in my hand.
Ah. So we definitely need to quest successfully for you.
Yes, please quest successfully.
Okay. I don't like it.
Me neither, but that's alright.
Okay.
Okay.
If this one ends quickly, there's probably better decks we could bring against it.
Maybe.
Even though we're set for violence, we're set for violence for like swarms of enemies. All right, here we go. Let's quest away. Thank you, Will.
Card number 1. Each player must choose and discard 1 ally they control if able, and 2 damage for each player who cannot. So that will be
8
2
damage.
force damage,
Yeah.
Okay.
bringing us to 13 damage.
By the way, folks, if Lake Town has 50, it's gone.
Card number 2. Another wharf. Card number 3. Another wharf.
Sensing them.
And card number 4. Smog makes an immediate attack against Lake Town. The last player may declare a defender against this attack. Excess damage from this attack must be placed on Lake Town.
Nope. I'm seeing nope.
This effect cannot be canceled.
Oh no.
Even with the 1 ring, Grant. I'm not going to defend this.
Okay. So this is 5 plus. Deal 1 damage to each character in play. Any hero or any player may discard a hero to cancel this effect.
I'm seeing balling for that.
Wait, what?
Beautiful, yeah. Balance
Yep.
response. You can pay a resource from the resource pool to cancel the shadow effect from just triggered from an attack.
Thank you. I was all ready to
Okay.
feed Brand Son of Bane to the world, by the way. Since his big effect can't trigger in this one anyhow. All right. Well, you're gone.
Yeah. Here gone. Let's
Successful by 3, folks.
love that. Absolutely
Only
love that.
18 damage to Lake Town.
There we go, friend. You
All
can
right.
survive for a round.
Yeah, he shows up for a nanosecond.
shows up.
Rowan,
You
is there
forgot to
anywhere you'd like to
replace-
travel to?
You forgot to replace that shadow card.
Oh,
Fallen
yes.
replaces.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
It's not cancelled to replace. All right.
that's fine.
Yeah.
The defending Lake Town gets -2 defense.
That's fine. All right, so nothing
As far as
changed.
I'm concerned, I'm grateful that card is out of the deck.
Yeah, God. All right. Okay, well,
I am open to suggestions. I'm considering the Fisherman's Dock. Because there's not currently an active location. So I think by my reading this, we can move there without exhausting a hero.
I believe that's how I would read it as well.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Okay.
Alternatively, we could go to the wharf, and if somebody exhausts a hero that wasn't planning to attack this turn,
We can
That's
go
a
to 2
fair
places.
point.
then we go to 2 locations.
That's a good
How
point.
interested are we putting... I mean, I don't think we can put any hits on Smog the Mighty anyway, can we?
I don't believe we can.
So,
I have 6 attack plus all the bowman. That's
Oh, that's a fair
9.
point.
that's 9, but I don't do my Pierce.
That just
I
hits.
don't do my Bow
just
of
hits the
View.
armor. Yeah.
It just hits his defense, yeah. So, I like Will's plan,
I think it's a great plan. Let's do
and
that.
I will exhaust Bard the Bowman
Alright.
to make it happen.
It also is going to keep a few things out of the staging area, so we have a better chance of actually questing positively.
That's a very good point.
Because next
Alright.
time we might want to push Smog into the staging area.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing his stats stay the same.
No, each Smaug has a different start line.
Oh, they do?
Yep.
Okay. All right. This one's hard.
Alright. Yeah.
I wonder why Will made us do
Yeah.
this.
Because he's a masochist.
Other than exercising demons from his past.
I really just wanted to share the trauma.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to sacrifice this Gondorian Spearman.
you
And
sh-
sacrifice you.
Yep.
Alright. Good day, sir.
He's gone.
Thank you for
I
your
totally know what
assistance.
deck I'm bringing for the next one.
Oh, yeah.
Assuming that it,
Fantastic.
doesn't work out for us.
You're just assuming we're going to fail.
Yeah. It seems like one of those safe assumptions.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So now we're going to discard this Smog, right?
That'll happen at the beginning of the
Beginning
quest
of the quest
phase.
phase. Okay, so things can happen. All right.
Alright.
Control N.
Shift in. Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh, Shift N. I'm still in my old Octagon days.
That's
Yeah, I remember those days well.
Okay.
Okay, I'll flip me contract.
Right.
So,
beautiful.
All right. Has everyone else woken up? Because I have not, so
Yeah.
I will refresh my screen.
Alright. I am good
Here
to
we go.
go.
okay, I'll spend 1 resource from Balin to play out the Halbert of Mail.
Nice.
Anything else I can do? Not really. Yeah.
You all set, Grant?
Yeah, it looks that way.
All right. Will, here you go.
I will spend 1 off Eladad to get to open up the armory again. That will let me get the most valiant of swords.
Nice.
And I unfortunately do not have something to put on Elro here. So I will
Oh.
spend...
But maybe you
money.
have a friend.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll spend this 1 monies to get a prepare for battle out.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And
That's you?
that's me.
All right. I am going to... Do you want something useful or useless?
Um,
Because I can get another restricted on you. It's just a Rohan warhorse. But I'll tell you what. Because that gets me an armored destroyer. But I'm almost dead, so...
Yeah. No, I think we can
There you go.
potentially prevent that.
There you go, Will.
I am neither Dale nor warrior.
Oh, you're not a warrior? Oh.
I am Noldor Noble Ranger.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't give you anything. Other than an armored destroyer, which I'm not sure is the best on you. Because it doesn't turn you sentinel, right?
No, but I will eventually be Sentinel.
Okay. How important is it that you have that to flip your contract?
It's okay. Hold on to it.
Well, I'd rather put it under Erkenbrand.
Or put it on Baragont.
Isn't he gussied up already?
Yes, but
Yeah.
that Spirit of Citadel doesn't actually benefit him.
That's true. Beargon, I think you need this horse more than I do, since I'm about to die.
Thank you.
And speaking of dying, I saw you feed one of these to a dragon, so I'm going to do it too.
The dragon really enjoys it, so, you know. Alright,
All right, that's me.
got that. Alrighty. So I'm going to return the favor and give you a raven-winged helm.
Thank you.
An Erkenbrand, yeah.
It
That
could
might help with Almost Dead.
it could matter with Almost Dead.
Right,
Yep.
that's what I thought. Let's see here.
When that treachery shows up that hits us all for one. All right.
Alright. And then we'll spend all my dollary dues on a Defender of Karandros.
Oh. There you are, folks.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Beginning of the quest trees, we get a new Smaug,
Mm-hmm.
and I will have him in play engage with me.
I'm sorry, where would you like him?
Engaged with me.
Engaged with you. You get this angry warhorse.
He looks
How's
really
that
familiar to me.
shuffled?
He does. I think we missed twin last round.
Did the Smaug deck get shuffled before we started?
I don't think we should ask questions like that. I think obviously it was shuffled, and at this point I'm now just shuffling it just to make sure.
That seems right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Catherine, welcome to the Twitch. Hey, Twitch time, she says. Long time no see. I'm guessing that I bet she and Mike, I bet they shared a table at BusterCon. They could have Iron Man. Mike is also on Twitch, everybody. So he's home. He's
Hello,
home
Mike.
safe from BusterCon.
Oh, good.
He decided rather than take a 2-hour flight from Minneapolis to Edmonton that he would go to LA first for a while and then back up.
Okay.
To be honest, he says, I'm glad you're getting Smaug out of your system. This is not a quest I like to play. Oh, thanks, Mike. Glad we're here for you. Catherine, how was BusterCon? All right. Well, what are you going to do, Grant? This looks decidedly awful for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I think I've lost a hero this round. So,
Hang on.
I'm just...
I can give you Baragon for the first attack.
That would be...
And then if we quest successfully, I can give you a Gondorian Spearman for the second one.
Well, the second... I can defend one reliably with Grimbiorn. I also have... Oh no, that won't work against this Smaug. I was going to say I've got Bjorn's Rage, but
right.
He's immune at this point, but I've still got one defense there with him, so I'll be fine with that.
Okay. Well, let me... Oh, go ahead.
So you'll want to defend this first one, yeah?
Yeah, I'll give you Baragon for the first one.
Okay, thank you kindly.
With that. Does not destroy a player. I don't discard my hand.
Oof.
All right.
Attack to me. Let's hold our breath, make a wish, count to 3.
Uh-oh.
And deal a damage to Lakedown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, phew.
Minus my 4. Puts 1 on.
Okay. Well, we know why he came.
Yeah.
Jump blocking.
Yep.
Yeah.
See ya.
And Rowan?
Alright, well, I think we're going to do this defender.
Baragon could have stood up, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Well, the Destrier...
You got the Destrier?
Oh, Destrier!
Right. And it would have been actually after you defended that you do that.
Perfect. Yeah, let's do that.
I saw that happen. I don't know that I
Yeah.
Alright, fantastic. I think we'll still use the defender because I don't think I can get the Gondorian Spearman out.
Right. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Deal 1 damage to each character in play. Any player may discard a hero to cancel that effect.
Rude.
Oh, man.
I do not have a cancel this round.
Ballin is penniless.
Well, maybe we chuck Mablung?
If you don't chuck Mablung, I chuck Elro here.
I feel like Elro here's... I feel like he might be more useful, though. So I think I chuck Mablung.
Well,
okay.
How's Elro here going to get out of here?
How's he getting healed?
Yeah. Well, I guess
once my contract
once your contract flips.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah,
Mablung.
That's fine.
Oof.
You came here for a party that wasn't here. That's all right.
I hope you took your dollar, though. I hope you took your dollar.
Couldn't have spent it on anything.
I know, but you don't want to die penniless. All right. So then the dragon moves back to Grant, and now we've got questing decisions to make, eh?
Indeed.
Well, I guess I'll bring these two.
I'll bring who I can bring.
Oh, this is tough, guys.
Okay. And are we going after the main quest or prepare for battle? Not that it will matter too much, I suspect.
I don't think it matters with the 2 locations there.
Yeah.
I mean,
we can get 4 treacheries and survive.
Well, if we somehow manage that, then I say prepare for battle.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Encounter card 1.
Of course, we have to get through 28 points of locations, but that's all right. All right, the dock. Okay.
Counter card 2.
A dock.
The dock.
Seem to have a lot of
counter card 3.
Oh.
Resolve all burn. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
Well, the Master Ring says no.
The Master Ring does say no. And that cancels not to be replaced?
It is to be replaced.
Oh,
Then
So,
encounter card
so
3
essentially the one ring is Eleanor? That's cool. All right.
is the East Pier.
Okay.
hair's not as nice though.
And encounter card 4 is the Merchant District.
My God.
Right.
We failed the quest by 2. Things I did not anticipate in saying. We might be location.
The city is too sprawling. We must abandon it.
Yeah, well, with all these fishermen docks and Asgaroth wharfs.
Let's see. We
You have a lot of wharfs that are
yeah.
on fire.
I mean, we cannot
We cannot cancel.
have a mission.
It's early.
We'll never cancel again.
Hmm.
Well, it's pretty clear we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
But I like to die, but not if it takes an hour.
Agreed.
I will leave this one up to a democratic vote between the 3 guests of the show tonight.
That's so you have culpable deniability.
Absolutely. In fact, I'm going to go grab a drink while you make a decision, so I won't even hear the debate.
What would you like to do, Grant?
I mean, at this point in time, I don't see a way we've got enough willpower or... I mean, we've got enough defensive capabilities on the board to
I agree.
defend Smaug. We
Right.
don't seem to be getting enough attack power to damage Smaug because we're committing all our resources to questing.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point in time, we're already losing the quest by 2, and that was with committing nearly everything we had to this quest. So I think this one is a slam dunk for a scoop.
Agreed.
Yep. I think we call this one.
Oh!
It was a game. It happened. We're gonna go look at penguins now.
Oh! There you have it, folks. There you have it. A choice made. A heroic choice made. All right. So I'm going to quickly clear the table, and I'm going to mark it as a defeat.
Alrighty.
I'd say a draw.
I'm going to quickly make this a 4-player game. Here we are back. Now,
Fantastic.
let me ask you this, folks. Was that all you needed out of your system, Rowan and Will? Or are we coming back at Lake Town better equipped, better knowledged than before?
Realistically, Daniel, I'm just trying to punish you for every time you say, "Oh, well, you picked the quest."
Oh, that's it? Oh.
So, by all means, whatever you would like.
I'm content to play something that's a little more fun. I think this was fairly punishing, but I enjoyed how brief it was. I think that was really efficiently done on its part. But when you're dealing with something that's largely wood against something that's largely fire,
Generally gonna win.
I like how you said that. Well, what about something like oh, the name is escaping me. The first ever Gen Con, or the first ever print and play about Osgiliath. What was that one
The
called?
Master of Osgiliath.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's fun. Maybe even use those same decks.
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
Are there more enemies on this one? Because I'll
It's
bring
all
my
enemies.
Yeah.
bring my non-modified one.
You won't be hurting for enemies.
Oh, so happy. I love it when you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, considering we each start off with 3 enemies each.
Yeah. That's interesting. My hand didn't show up. Oh, there it is.
Are you looking at your hand?
No, not even. It won't let me.
Oh, that's strange.
That is strange. Okay. Here we go. Oh, very exciting. I think we need a few mulligans, everybody.
What's this, 157 time?
No, I'm fine. I'm just going to keep this whole hand. Whatever. All right. We're excited. This is hero time, everybody.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Wow.
I'm keeping this hand.
All
I think
right.
I'm keeping this hand.
Okay. So, not surprisingly, the chat crowd a little disturbed, mostly at me. I think for allowing us to quit Lake Town. That's not hero talk, says Catherine. Wandering Duke says, "Wow, always play it through." Yeah. Whatever.
I don't
But then-
think it makes for very entertaining television,
No,
though.
I agree. But then Mike immediately follows it up for +1 for massing. So we're good. We're good, everybody. All right. Okay, so we're all loaded up. We're all ready to go. I'm going to give the customary 3 shuffles to the encounter deck. And Will, why
Well,
don't
you
read us
might
the
want
story?
to you might want to take out the 12 scout cards that we need first before you do the customary 3 shuffles.
They're not in. I think they're on the side, aren't they?
Are
I'm
they?
seeing them on set aside.
Oh
I
yes,
believe they're
so
all
they
set
are.
aside.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Story time, Will.
There are reports of increased orc activity around Ithilien, and you have been sent to investigate. You enter Osgiliath and cross the river. On the outskirts of the city, you see a horde that surpasses all expectations coming down the Morgul Road.
Okay.
So we're going to search the encounter deck for the 12 scout cards and add 3 per player, 1 of each title, to the staging area. So all of these.
That's
Yep.
That's everyone.
Yep. Told you.
Alrighty. Even happier with my hand.
Wow. Wow. I think we're going to need to do some violence.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should have mulliganed.
Okay.
Well, folks, there's something you don't see every day. A game that starts out with 12 monsters. Rowan, why don't you tell us about Wayne Riders?
Certainly. So Wayne Riders are Easterling Scouts. They have 2 threat, 3 attack, 1 defense, and 4 health. And their effect is you deal each damage dealt by Wayne Riders raises the defending player's threat by 1.
Well, that's no good. Okay.
Indeed.
Grant, what are these wolves from Mordor all about?
Well, they are 1 threat, 4 attack, 1 defense, 3 hit points with 27 engagement cost. They are a creature and a scout, and they have the forced effect. After Wolves from Mordor attacks and destroys a character, shuffle the Wolves of Mordor back into the encounter deck.
Oh, they hit
And
and
as a
run.
shadow, yep, and as a shadow, they deal 2 damage to the defending character.
That's particularly atrocious. And these Snaga scouts, they're kind of wimpy, but at the beginning of the encounter phase, all copies of them engage the player with the lowest threat. Oof. Looks like Rowan and Grant get to fight that one out. Here we go.
Alright.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not afraid. Oh, wait, I have 2 copies of Gandalf. You know what? I'm going to totally mulligan 100 times.
We did flip the quest card.
Okay, here we go.
Alright.
As the van of the army enters the city, some of the horde's outriders are aware of your presence and head in your direction. Drawing back, you make a hasty retreat towards the river. Players cannot travel to West Bank locations.
That's rude. By the way, I am mulliganing again. It's the right thing to do. I'll stop now. All right.
All right.
Well, shift end?
So, yeah.
Okay.
This one should also say players cannot actually successfully quest this phase. Woo.
I'm a little worried about that, to be honest.
It's okay. I'm sure we'll pull everything down.
We will pull a lot down, but sadly we're questing against 16 first.
Right.
Okay. Here we go, guys.
For the oh, not seeing counterface. Never mind. Carry on.
And can everyone show their hands again, please, if you haven't already?
Certainly. Can you check if my hand is visible?
Yeah, it is. It is. Go ahead. You're up.
Perfect. Alrighty. Well, I think we'll start off in a fairly traditional manner.
It's not. I'm sorry. I lied.
Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I'll make that visible.
Grant is.
There we go.
Now
Daniel,
There we go.
Daniel, yours isn't visible to us. Just FYI.
Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
How about now?
And
Yeah, that's good, mate.
Okay. Here I am harping on you guys and don't even do it myself. Okay.
alright, we'll spend one off of Mablung to put a secret vigil on these Wainwriters right here. Because I don't like them. Would anyone who is a warrior like the raiment of war?
Wow. A kingly gift.
Grimbion wouldn't say no, but I've got one that I could potentially put out.
Okay. I can hold on to it for a couple of readies for Baragond instead, which might actually be better for us.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. All right. Is that you?
That's me.
All right, Grant, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to spend one for an armored Destria on Grimbion. And then I'm going to spend two. Spend two for a raiment of war on Grimbion.
Lovely.
Then I'm going to put a Rohan Warhorse on Legolas.
Nice. These horses are going to be used tonight, folks.
And that's all I can do at this moment.
Awesome.
Okay.
By the way, Mike says about these wolves, great design. You want to take the easy road, let the wolves get shuffled back into the deck, but then you have to deal with that shadow effect. Yep.
Quite so.
Quite so.
Hmm.
Look at
Well.
those leadership cards, Will.
I have 3 horsies for 3 heroes.
Oh, that's really cute.
So let's get them going.
All
And
right,
then I'll spend 2 to get my Celebrain Stone.
Nice. Okay. Is that you?
And that's me.
Okay, I'm going to spend $1 to put a Dagger of Westerness on Brand. I'm going to spend another $1 to put a Rohan Warhorse on our good friend Bard the Bowman, and then I'm going to wait it out. Oh, wait. That's me.
All right.
Now, here's the trick of it. Questing over this nonsense and then having to get wrecked by them
Yeah.
All right.
Well, good news. I'm going to end up readying all my heroes.
Okay,
That's
is
pretty
good
great.
news. That is good news. Okay, so we're at. I'm trying to think of just how much. I think I'm just going to put us at +1. Is that all right?
It's what we got.
Because I feel
But
like
yeah.
Bard knocking down 2 folks is not bad.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right, Grant. Which of us wants the Shaga Scouts? We don't have anywhere to travel, so.
Well, we got
not yet.
Well, we actually have to quest first, sadly.
Oh yeah, fair.
How cool would that be, though, if it's at the beginning of this phase? Because that would have been
Right.
a lot better. All right.
Okay.
Well, here comes some cards.
First encounter card.
Oh,
Doomed 1.
that's
When revealed, each player must discard all ally cards from their hand if able.
okay.
All right, done.
Done.
Yep.
I lost a chicken.
Oh,
Yeah.
Encounter card 2. We have Pelennor Fields.
Okay.
If Pelennor, or if the players have crossed the Anduin, it gains something. We haven't.
all right.
Counter card 3. Captured Watchtower. We still have not crossed the Anduin, so we're good.
All right.
And encounter card 4. Doomed 1 and discard all ally cards from hand if able.
Okay.
All right, done.
So we lost the quest by 1. I don't know how it gets better than that. The Snagas are all coming down. The Wolves are all coming down.
First, we travel them,
And the Wainwriters
but we
aren't.
can't because they're all West Banks.
Yep, we cannot. So,
All right.
wow, that... Okay. So the only thing that has to stay up are the Wainwriters. And I believe they should.
Yeah.
That could have gone very differently where Will and I got lots of things we didn't want.
Yeah. I think, Brad, if it's all right with you, I'll take the Shaga Scouts.
Be my guest.
All right. Those are mine.
Be my guest. Be my guest. All right. And then
All right.
these wolves could fall down naturally, or we can game it a little bit.
Optionally engage.
I would definitely be engaging one.
I think I'm going to get one regardless, and I'm fine with that.
I can optionally engage one. I've got 2 defenses with Grimbiorn.
Okay.
Alright.
And I have
So-
Sentinel over here waiting to block for you guys, too.
So then maybe we do it this way.
I think so.
But why would Grant have 2 of them?
If he optionally engages and you optionally engage.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
He optionally engages and you don't, Rowan.
And you don't, I mean,
Okay.
right. Will does. He does. Yeah.
yeah. Sounds good.
All right. It's a lot of
All
people in
right.
front of you there, Rowan.
That's fine.
Okay.
Fine. So I will, though, start off with the uppers there. And I'm going to defend with Baragond. And I'm going to spend $1 for Hold Your Ground, which will ready Baragond, who's still a defending, and gets +1 shield until the end of phase. So currently defending for 5, does the damage. Let's see how this goes. We have not yet crossed the Anduin. We return any active location staging area. And we've got this. This is the active location.
Morguldian.
Mhm.
Do we go and get that out of the encounter deck?
No, it becomes the
I think-
active location.
Yeah, I think it's just the shadow card goes to the location.
Okay.
All right.
So
and
you're
then I
standing up
will,
the whole time, right?
Use Baragon to defend one of these guys. Does anybody need a Sentinel Defender, or is everyone else good?
I think
I'm good.
everyone else is good. You're the one who's taking the most
Yeah,
attacks.
I'll be defending one for you.
Gets
You-
+1.
you tell me which
oh,
one you
that's
want
nice.
defended.
You're doing 2 damage. That's cute. I'm gonna do 1, and you do no damage to me. And then I will spend $1 for hold your ground to ready Baragond. And we'll defend second one here, which takes a damage. And it gets +1, so same thing, nothing happens. And the other 2 I'm going to unfortunately take undefended.
One will
We
be
have Sentinel
defended.
defenders.
One is defended by Erkenbrand.
Yeah, if there's some spare sentinels, I've
Yeah.
got 2 more attacks that I would be taking undefended.
I've got one on the left there.
I'm happy to
Will.
defend one with Aragorn,
Thank you.
and he takes nothing.
Cool. Love that.
I didn't see the shadow. There we go. Okay. Erkenbrand will take the last one.
Does anyone want to defend the last one?
I did. Erkenbrand.
I would, but I've got these 2 wolves from Mordor that are
Sorry, I
attacking
realized I
before that.
muted myself when I sneezed and didn't unmute. I will take the final one with Erkenbrand.
Thank you.
I was like, why is no one hearing me how I'm going to do this? All right.
Okay. And we got the Ranger of Ithilien.
Nice.
Deal 2 damage to the attacking enemy. The defending player may exhaust a character he controls to take control of the Ranger of Ithilien.
Oh, that's a bummer.
You could exhaust Bard if you wanted to.
True.
I'd rather he killed 2 people.
That's fair.
I like this guy showing
Well-
up through the deck, right? I mean, and
Well,
I'm not.
there's
I don't
only
think I'm the
some-
defending player.
There's only a couple of Rangers of Ithilien in the deck.
Yeah, but the
But
deck
you're
is
right,
small.
you're not the
Yeah.
but you're not the defending
Rowan's the
player.
defending player.
Got
Yeah,
it.
I can't.
Okay. Well, that's another bounce though. So Rowan's all defended.
I'm all defended.
Right, Grimbion defends the first one and discards the shadow card from the second.
Nice.
So I will discard the shadow card
Yeah.
and flippy flippy.
Oh, good call.
And then Grimbion defends the other one.
Okay. And they are both defended. Elro here will defend mine. So 3 defense on his 4 attack. I do take 1 damage. Okay. Counterattacks.
There's going to be a lot of them. Go ahead, Legolas.
Right, well, I can either focus down these Snaga scouts for Rowan,
Okay.
or I can start putting some damage on these wolves of Mordor if the
I will
Bard
kill-
would like to help.
I will kill 2 wolves of Mordor this turn. So if you want to go
Okay,
snag a
well-
hunt, and go ahead.
Yep,
If I
Legolas
get
will go.
assistance, I can kill my wolves.
Okay.
I just need 1 extra damage, unfortunately.
Well, what if Legolas starts hunting some Snagas and pings one of the wolves with you?
That would be great.
Yeah.
And that would also clear out the Morgul Dune with Legolas's ability.
That's
So we
beautiful.
don't take damage from the force effect.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Legolas.
Love it.
So kill the undamaged Snaga
Done.
and the wolves from Mordor there are gone.
Thank you.
Alright. Beautiful.
Okay.
And that also clears the Morgul Dune out.
And puts
And
one on
yeah.
the quest.
It puts a total of 4, right?
Yep.
Sorry, there's a
Okay. So, Bard the Bowman will hit Pierce 3-2 on Rowan's wolves,
Thank you.
and he'll horse himself right back up and do some wolves in front of Grant.
Most kind of you there, mate.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's what heroes do, folks.
I mean,
much
they're
more
no
interesting television.
All right. Go ahead and shift in, everybody.
Alrighty.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Any words of wisdom? Unbelievable that you avoided the Wayne Riders, says Wandering Took. I've never seen this 4 player, says Captain. Should be fun. It will be. It will be. It already is be. Except
It
I
is.
never.
Mondays are tough. Let's have fun.
Yeah. Right. That's a great way of looking at it.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you.
Grant, I'm looking at your hand. What's happening in your preparation phase here? What is it called? Planning.
Well, I will spend 2, and you know what? Birkenbrand looks like he needs a few more hit points there, so you can have a Raiment of War.
Oof.
Lovely.
I don't want that.
And I will also give him a golden belt if you wish.
I want that now. I was like, no. All right, let me get some more stuff here. All right. Oh, that's funny.
No, I don't want that. Actually, yes, I do.
Well, once I learn that I can ride my horse, I'm fine. All right, Will, what do you got?
Okay. It's unfortunately not going to be the greatest turn for me right now. I will spend 1 off of the Aragorn for a lesson in caution.
I don't know that card. What is it?
I draw 1 card and I reduce my threat by 2.
Ooh.
Oh,
And it could give my next card secrecy, but I have never actually had a use for that, given that I start out almost out of secrecy.
sure. Okay.
And unfortunately, that's it for me.
Okay. All right. How do I pay back? All right. So, Grant, how do we flip your agenda? What do you need here? You need 2 total restricteds?
Yep.
More restricted, yeah.
Okay. Sadly, you've got this rando dwarf that can't get anything.
That is true.
Okay. Well, first things first. Erkenbrand needs to ride his horse.
Yep.
Then Legolas needs that. I'll try to get you a little closer.
Well, thank you.
And I think I will hold there. I'm sorry, Grant.
That's all right, mate.
All right.
I'm also sorry. I don't think I can help out at all. I am going to be dropping a friend and giving us some armor. So we have this lovely defender of Ramas. Oh,
Uh-oh. I
I
just
just got to notice that the room timed out.
What does that even mean?
The room is closed or timed out. If you were in the middle of playing a game, it may have crashed. Please go to the menu and download the game state and create a new room, upload that file, and continue where you left off.
All right. Is that something I have to do, Will, or can anyone do it?
So let me take a look, see if I can create the game for you.
Before anyone hits OK, or?
We're all good. So go ahead and leave this game and join Funkymonkeymonk's game.
Alrighty.
All right. So I can't even hit OK.
No, neither can I. I'm just going to open a new tab.
Yeah, I think you just open a new tab and it takes you to a previous state, it looks like.
Okay.
You're all going to need to leave that game. You can just exit out of the tab entirely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to Dragon Cards and join Funkymonkeymonk's game.
Okay. All right, let me see if OBS has seamlessly done that. By golly, it has.
You're looking good.
Everybody, you feeling good? on chat,
Yeah.
please let me know if that worked. If you're still around, because I haven't seen that from Dragon cards. All right, so it
I'm
looks
not
like we're
mentioning Alan, but you're fine.
all good.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't have any of my cards.
I think we. It looks like.
All right, so
You still need to sit in the fourth player seat. There we
There
go.
we go.
got it. I still need to buy some things. So I had bought
Yeah.
a horsey, and I'd given Legolas this bow.
Yeah.
That was me.
And I'd given you Raiment of War and the Golden Belt.
That's right. Thank you.
I was giving my.
Let me see if anyone's
Friend
chimed in.
here.
That's kind of seamless. Worked beautifully. Thank you, Mike. Mike, what are you doing awake? Just realized that. If you're going to be awake, you might as well just pop into voice and hang out.
Maybe he's taking a rest.
There is no rest for the wicked.
Well, he's not wicked though. He's Mike.
Well, I agree with whoever just snorted, if that was Will or Grant. I'm not sure.
He's,
You
he's
can't
not.
blame that snort on me. It wasn't me for a change.
He's not the least wicked person I know, but he's certainly low on the list. That said, I live on the East Coast now, so there you go.
Okay. All right.
All right, I am good here.
Okay. I wonder if we should have taken down some Wayne Riders when we had a chance.
Oh, I'm sure everything will be fine.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm
Next.
not
Yeah.
prone to worry.
All right.
All right. Quest time, right?
Yeah.
All right. Who gets smog? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still suffering. I'm still traumatized.
Still traumatized.
Oh.
Deep breaths.
All right.
In,
I'm going
out.
to.
Mission accomplished.
You know what? I'm gonna not quest so that I can do some Brand Son of Bane chicanery with y'all.
Love it.
We are only currently making 5 progress. Are we cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're probably making no progress. But...
Encounter card 1.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's good.
First player can exhaust to take control of this ranger.
Okay, it looks like I'm not killing anything this round, but you know what? I'll do that.
Wait. We don't have to exhaust to do it.
When revealed effects.
Revealed.
The first
Oh, no,
player takes
you're right.
control,
Just take
exhausts
control.
the ranger committed to the quest.
My mistake.
Oh, well, that's nice.
That's why they are
Card
particularly
number 1
awesome.
again. Eleanor Fields. Card number 2. Raise the total threat of the staging area by 1 for each scout enemy in play.
I believe this is
You
card
know
number
what?
3, by the way.
The Master
are
says no.
Love it.
This is only card number 2 because the Ranger of Athelion had search.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, he did. Gotcha. All right. See,
Okay. So
you guys
we're gonna
know
do
not
card
to
number
read
2.
all of the words on a card, right? Because the last lines of every card get worse.
I
mean-
promised Took that I would keep you in line with that.
Oh, God.
I
Mike!
try to skip over pronouns because it just confuses me.
The pronoun surge. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so card number 2 again. Doomed 1. Each player must discard all allies from their hands.
I'm done.
Done. All right.
However, Doomed does happen, right? Doomed 1.
Doom does happen. Yeah.
Uh-oh, Wayne Rider's coming. They already were, but now they're really coming.
Yeah.
Card number 3.
Uh-oh.
More Wayne Rider.
Oh, it's a captain.
Move the top scout enemy from the encounter discard pile to the staging area. So,
We have not
grabbing that.
crossed the Anduin.
Dude, I say we never cross the Anduin.
It's a terrible place.
It sounds like a bad time, honestly. I don't think we have the necessary protective equipment for that.
No.
It's like crossing the Hudson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And encounter card number 4.
Oh.
The Orc Vanguard.
See, they get really bad.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
cross the Anduin.
We did
I
not
feel like-
go west.
We make no progress. Okay.
I am
Wow.
okay with that.
That could have been a lot worse. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I think no, that's not. The
So
captain
Grant,
doesn't
where are
come
we
down.
traveling? And I guess it's
We
nowhere.
cannot travel
We cannot
West
travel.
Bank, so we are not traveling.
All right, guys. Max Carnage.
Yeah.
Let's do this. We've got
Yeah.
Sentinel Defenders with multiple defenses. We've got plenty of ways to do this. We've got Brand able to stand people up, and that people is probably going to be Legolas.
Yeah.
So at the beginning of the encounter phase, somebody gets the Snaga Scouts. I would happily take them. Because I could take them undefended and kill them.
Yeah. No, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay, and it stands
I
all
don't hear
your
objections.
stands
I
all your
don't.
people up, right? Yeah. So.
Yep.
All right. I am happy to take optionally a Wayne Rider.
I mean, you're going to get them regardless.
Oh,
I
then
can
I'll
also
That's
take
right.
a
I
Wayne
need you
Rider.
guys to optionally, don't I? All right.
I'll optionally a Wayne Rider.
Okay.
I'm debating whether or not I want to take this Wayne Rider captain.
Oh.
You want to optional the Wayne Rider captain?
I'm thinking about it.
Then I'm getting 3 Wayne Riders if you do that.
That is a
Well,
lot
I'm
of
going
Wayne
to
Rider.
optional Wayne Rider as well.
Oh, then never mind. I'm happy to have 2 of them in front of me. And by happy, I mean
Right.
mildly contented by.
Right.
Well, do you want me to take one of those Wayne Riders for you, and we'll leave the captain up there until next turn?
Mike says, hold up, can you optional engage a Snaga Stout? We didn't
You
optional
cannot.
engage it, Mike. We had 2 people tied for lowest threat.
Mm-hmm.
So,
3
All
people.
3 of us are tied.
yeah, 3 people who were tied. Grant technically gets to decide where it goes. So,
Will technically gets to decide where it goes.
Oh.
It's first player.
Grant's
Grant
not first player
should-
anymore. Grant should be first player, I believe.
Oh,
I think this is round
No,
2.
that was last round.
I think this is round 2, right? Something might have happened when we.
It is indeed round 2.
There we go. Oh,
So
thanks.
yeah, we didn't really optionally engage him. We just
Decisions were made.
optimally engaged him.
We
Alright.
had a discussion, and Grant officially made the decision that Will asked him to make. So I think
Well,
And
I
yes,
also think. Oh man, we're so close to where Shift S. Oh, well, we're gonna get all shadow cards. So
And 2, yes, it would trigger the horses. If you hover over the Snaga Scouts, you'll see that it is an engage.
I'll hover over
And,
for you.
uh,
There you go.
And the steed to the north trigger after I engage an enemy.
Yep. You don't have to engage 3
So
enemies.
did we?
forgot my
So
dollar.
did we make a decision on this Wayne Rider captain then?
Yeah, you got him.
You want us to? Well,
Yeah,
what I was saying is, do you want me to leave him up there and I'll take that second Wayne Rider from you? Because you said that you were mildly incontent.
No, I'm fine.
with
I'm
that.
fine having 2 enemies in front of me because of Erkenbrand
Okay.
Excellent.
on his little horsey. All right.
So let's get resolving these shadows.
Okay. Go ahead, Grant. Defend away, sir.
Okay. Grimbiorn defends the wolves and discards the shadow from the captain.
Nice.
Okay. Shadow card is not up.
Grimbiorn defends captain.
Nicely done,
You're-
sir.
Your defenses are so delightfully uneventful. Elro here will defend the Snaga Scouts and then pop right back up. Players have not yet crossed the Anduin. Return any current active location to the staging area. And we get Morgul'Din again.
All right.
And then Elro here will defend the Wayne Riders. So that's 3-on-3. And the attack is not undefended.
Okay.
So that's nothing.
All right. Erkenbrand will defend the one on the right and discard the one on the left.
Mm.
Let's see if this works out in my favor.
Remove all defending characters from combat. This attack is considered undefended.
Okay, I will hurt myself to cancel that shadow.
Good choice.
I think it was. All right. And then I'll defend the other Gat and bounce there.
All right.
Rowan?
Alrighty. So Wayne Riders, the Defender of Ramos, will defend that. Must discard an ally. Cannot. Gets +3. I'm actually going to play Sterner Than Steel on that, and just cancel that shadow effect.
Happy.
So nothing happens there, and Baragon will defend. Let's go with the first Sniga Scout. No effect, it dies.
Okay.
And
Aragorn
I'll take-
and the other one.
Oh, thank you.
Should we
always
start,
jump ahead.
Should we start killing things, or do we need? I mean, you can take a one undefended, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I've got a Gondorian.
I can take care of killing mine without needing the Aragorn to do it.
Oh, right. You got money. That's right.
Yeah.
You got
Thank
money
you.
and an elf with something to prove.
Yeah, that effectively is the name of this deck.
That's essentially all you need in life is money and elf with.
All right. So
you
you're
kindly.
up to do violence, Grant.
Okay, well, how do I want to do this violence?
Now, Grant, Grant, leave something in front of you alive that Brand can come with you and stand Legolas back up so that you're killing 3 things this turn. Does that make sense?
So that would be the Wayne Rider captain then. So Legolas attacks and kills the wolves from Mordor using the bow of view. Deal a damage to it.
Beautiful.
Kills the wolves, placing 2 progress on the Morgul'Din. He then readies and kills a Snaga in front of Rowan.
Oh, thank you.
So that's
4 on the main.
that's the Morgul'Din gone and 1 more on the quest.
Love that.
Okay. So then you're sleeping, right, Legolas?
Yep.
Okay. Eladan will attack and kill already and kill off the Snaga scouts. Can I get some support for my other attack?
Well, not if I'm going to take out the captain.
Okay.
I don't.
Then
I think I. And you can't wait, right? Like Legolas can't bounce up and wait for this. It's got to be now, right?
Eladan wouldn't be able to join in someone else's attack, I don't believe.
Yeah. Well, if you hit your guy for what you can, then someone with a spear is just going to kill him
That's accurate.
on the next defense. So
3. Unfortunately, I only do 2s. So no, a spear won't kill him.
okay. Well, I think we're fine.
I'll do it next time.
Legolas could wake up and do it. Because, well, Legolas is going to have to go with Rowan at some point. Okay, here we go. You ready? All right. Bard, 3 Pierce 2, and Brand will take down the captain in front of Grant and stand up Legolas.
Okay, thank you.
And
And
then
just
my horse
FYI,
will wake up Bard the bowman.
my wolves from Mordor should be killed from Legolas's first attack.
Oh yeah, these are gone,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yep.
And the captain's now gone. Bard stands up with Legolas. Now, we can either join forces and take something down Legolas or go our separate ways. And you take out the Wayne Riders and I'll take out the thing in front of Will. You can't take out the Wayne Riders, can you?
No.
But I can hit him for almost dead. So that gets them spear worthy. But Legolas, you can't then take out. You know what? The best thing to do, I think, is for you and me to join forces right now on Rowan's attack. Because that way you can get progress on the quest. Do you agree?
Or we could take out the Wayne Riders in front of you and reduce everybody's threat by 2.
I like that better.
2.
Do it.
That's quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. We all get 2 threat reduction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's much better. Thank you.
Love it.
And then 2 more progress on the main. Because
Strategery.
Legolas is baller.
Quite.
All right, shift 10.
And I did throw in my Oh wait. No, I did not. I was about to say I did throw in my foe hammer, but I realized I didn't have a weapon to do so.
That's unacceptable.
Yep.
So unfortunate.
I have a foe hammer with no hammer.
And I got something to put on warriors, but you guys don't have warriors.
Yes, I do.
Well, you do, but you don't have a contract you need to get it going.
Oh, that's true. I don't.
So let me slip into a shield more comfortable.
Oh dear.
And I
You
think
do know halberd of mail is not restricted, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry?
I do know that.
Danny's.
No, I'm going to put him on put it on Erkenbrand, but yeah.
Mm.
Your things need to be restricted, right?
Yeah, ours do,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. At least 2 per, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
boy.
So I need 1 more for Eladam.
Last, I have not pulled anything.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Taking a look at my hand. Can I help Eladan? I cannot, because, of course, the black arrow is not a weapon. How weird is that? Nor do you have ranged. All right, so I think the best thing to do is to throw a hauberk of mail actually on Erkenbrand.
All right.
That gets him almost as shieldy as Baragond.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of hit pointy.
Lots of hit point. He's pretty great.
Yep.
I just need to step away for a moment. Excuse me.
All right.
Sure.
Let me get to your hand here. This is Rowan's hand.
Alrighty. I like putting things on Erkenbrand. I think that's terribly fun. So I'm gonna spend $2 and give you a raven winged helm.
I'm ecstatic when you do that. Absolutely.
I do it. I love to.
Now, sadly, I learned the
spread
hard
joy that
way when I first built this deck that I can't do his superpower and Raven helmet. How lame is that?
It's called balancing.
Yeah, you call it balance, Grant. I call it non-heroic.
That's terribly unfortunate.
All right, is that you done?
That's me done.
And then Grant, here's your hand. What do you got for us, sir?
Nothing at the moment. I could put out a deal-day warning, but there's no need at this precise moment to do that.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold on to my money in case I need balance cancel.
Brilliant.
Does the Ranger of Ithilien travel with the first player token, or does it stay on?
No, it just stays with.
Okay.
It stays with. Yep. It's when he's
Perfect.
revealed that he goes there. All right.
Right.
So we got only one card left in the encounter deck.
Ooh.
All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and quest without Will here?
All right.
I'm not bringing anybody.
I'm gonna bring some people and keep the rest of my people back.
Yeah, we're gonna probably do something bad and cross the Anduin here.
Do we want to pull back?
No,
I think we need to cross the Anduin.
I think we need to.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Everything's saying don't do it, and if there's something I learned about this game, if everything's saying don't do it, then we should be doing
We
it.
should absolutely do it. So
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna need me for 2 minutes. I'll step away. But Will, you got the quest stage?
I do.
All right.
Alrighty.
Counter card 1. Surge! Until the end of the phase, each card revealed by the encounter deck has doomed 1.
Thanks. Okay.
Card number 1 again. Doomed 2. Each player must discard all ally cards from their hand if able.
Not done.
And Daniel has none, so we're good.
Alright.
Encounter card 2. Same thing, Doom 2.
Seems rude. Alright.
Encounter card 3. We've got the Ranger of Ithilien, who gets Doom 1 and surges.
Right.
Encounter card 3, Ruins of Osgiliath.
Yeah.
And remember, Doom 1.
Oh.
And encounter card 4, Doomed 1, Wolves of Mordor.
Where's...
So we've had an effective threat of raise of 8 this turn.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a light turn.
7. Yeah, no, 8 including the first. I mean, we still made 9 progress.
Oh yeah, we definitely were beyond expectations. Har har har.
It happens.
Through the ruins, the outriders and scouts of the army cut you off from the bridge. You desperately seek the likeliest place to cross the Anduin.
Uh-oh.
Oh, looks like that's what we're trying to do in the first place.
Players cannot travel to West Bank locations. Each player cannot play or put into play more than 1 card from their hand each round.
Oof. Okay.
Well, alright.
So it's come to this, has it?
It has.
It has.
All right. Well, I just don't think I'm afraid. There, I'm going to come right out and say it.
I feel like you're issuing a challenge to the encounter deck.
Oh, Erkenbrand is bellowing
Just everywhere.
outrageous taunts.
So
we
you're
can't
an
go
optional
anywhere.
engagement. I would like to take the Uruk Vanguard.
We are traveling to.
Can travel to the
Osgiliath?
ruins.
Ooh, yes, it is not a West Bank location. You are correct.
Correct. And it's pretty nasty with the +3
Yeah.
threat. Right?
So, mind if I take the Uruk Vanguard?
Nope.
Nope.
Have at.
Rowan, can you take the wolves and I'll defend both of yours if you defend my one?
Yeah.
We can cross sentinel that way. Unless,
Let's do that.
Oh, and then Grant can defend both of your guys. Will,
Sure.
we maximize our destriers. All right. Shadow up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what's happening with these wolves? They're going down to...
They have gone. Yeah.
Okay. This is... Who on...
Who would like to defend the Wayne Riders?
I'll defend the Wayne Riders and then discard the shadow from the Vanguard.
You're discarding the shadow for the Ark?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And the shadow is out there.
Then I will defend the Vanguard for it.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
All right.
All
Baragon,
right.
you got me?
I got you. Please put a damage on that fellow.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm not going to touch it anymore.
And then...
And
No shadow. Love that.
Shadow. All right, and then I will defend the one... I'm going to defend the one on the left and discard the shadow on the right, please.
Sounds good.
I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
What do we got here?
If players have not yet crossed the Anduin, we get this card.
All right, we have crossed it. No, we haven't.
We have
have
not.
we?
No,
Yeah, no, we are currently crossing it.
I'm going to hit myself to cancel that.
Excellent.
All right.
And then I will bounce with the other guy.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to. I do have these defenders down here.
It's time to get ready to learn Bedrock.
Well, I don't really have much else to do with them.
Oh, fair. Fair enough.
Okay. Counterattacked.
Okay.
Well, Eladan can take care of these Wayne Riders by himself.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And let's see if we need him to ready up to kill the Uruk Vanguard. Because I can put 3, 4, 5 into
Legolas.
this. I need another 4.
Legolas can do that.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then I will trigger 4 hammer and draw 3 cards.
Ooh.
And then Legolas stands up.
Yes, he does.
Now, I'm trying to figure out who to stand up in this crazy world. All right. So, I believe that I'm not going to stand up anybody. And instead, Bran, son of Bane, with his Dagger of Westerness, can take out the Wayne Riders in front of me.
Beautiful.
And then Bard the Bowman kills both things in front of Rowan.
And
lovely.
Legolas will help.
Thank you kindly.
So that's another 2
2
progress
on
on there.
and 2 on the main.
Wow.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid the thing that has 4 hit points is not killed by Bard the Bowman.
Well,
Was that the thing in front of me?
Yeah.
Because I could do another 2 to it. Would
well,
that help?
Legolas had 1 extra attack left, so I helped.
Oh,
kill
did he? Oh, you
something.
did? Okay.
Yeah.
So then everybody came. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet.
This quest is easy.
Dude, I
Said
remember
it.
when it
How
used
could
to...
you say that?
I remember when it used to not
What do you mean at 9 o'clock?
be. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Shift N.
Okay. Here we go. Are we ready?
Indubitably.
Yeah.
There you go, brother.
Thank you.
How would you like a second horse to ride?
Double horse. Do you want a spear as well?
Yes, please. I need a weapon for Foehammer to trigger.
All right. I got you.
I'm done.
All right. Fantastic. $2 dues. Will, this is yours.
Thank you.
Actually, I might as well put my black arrow on its rightful owner.
Yeah. All right, that's
Okay,
me.
for
Go ahead,
me,
Brent.
I'm
It's
going to
time
drop
to
out a
Witch King.
Gondorian shield onto Balin.
Love it.
I am then going to give Legolas another horse.
On.
I think it's time to say goodbye to this bow of you.
Well,
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Dan. It was much appreciated. I will then spend one resource for a Dagger of Westerness.
Ooh.
interesting. It's ultimately the same thing, kind of. No, I guess it's not, because that's just adding every attack, right? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, sweet.
And see, is there anything else I can do? No, I guess there's not.
You don't want to start throwing Dunedain warnings around?
I mean,
Now, I will say this, folks. We're mocking the quest, but we're all in our 40s. And Grant can't go much higher. Just saying.
True.
and to be fair, I never mocked the quest. Just saying.
I think that was Will.
We all set?
We are all set.
Yeah, but we're all going to die.
Okay. So I'll play out a Strider on Brand because I don't need it to stay ready.
Ooh.
But I figure Brand wants to be able to commit to the quest.
That is fantastic.
Right?
What a crazy, crazy thing. I love it.
And then, just because you were making smart remarks about me and my threat totals,
Your threat totals.
I'm making smart remarks about global threat.
Yeah. Grant's the problem. No offense, Grant.
No, I'm the
It's
problem.
not taken.
Oh yeah, Grant's the problem.
will also become Greenagorn
Ooh.
with Thorngo.
Nice. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty.
Oh, there was so much cheating. We are not allowed to play or put into play more than one card from our hand each round.
Oh God. All right.
Dear.
I will take back my black arrow. That was
Alright.
that was the only card I played this round.
Greenagorn.
You can play one card. You can't play more than one card, though, right?
Yep. I played one
Yeah.
card.
I have also played one card.
I played two.
Okay.
I somehow got a Dunedain warning that is not mine.
Oh,
I think that's great.
sorry, I was looking at the wrong hand. Looking at the wrong hand there. And for some reason, I've got a black arrow.
Oh.
Damn.
Yep. I'll take it back. Cheers.
Throwing that thing all over the place.
Where did it go?
It's now currently attached to the horse. The Rohan Warhorse decided it was his.
That's the name of the stream. It's currently attached to the horse.
There's so many things currently attached to horses that it's... Dude, we need that one hero. Who is it? Elfilm? That's what we need. All right, so have we not cheated now, Will?
We have undone all cheating that I am aware of.
Okay.
Excellent. Chat, can you verify?
Chat, have we uncheated? Chat says, cheaty heroes. Thanks, Mike. Have we uncheated?
I mean, to be fair, it's Monday night stream, Mike.
Yeah.
Just because you're not here doesn't mean the spirit of cheating isn't.
Thank you, Rowan.
You're welcome.
Thank you for defending the honor of this show.
Absolutely.
All right, let's quest. I will bring. Apparently, I'm supposed to bring Brand. All right.
All right. I'm
He
gonna
stays ready.
No,
bring
he
my
doesn't.
usual friends.
Oh, correct. My mistake.
Yeah. That's okay. I think we need his quest power now more than. All right. Although 15, 17, well, that's probably more than we need. I'm actually going to keep him standing.
If you want, I could have played that Strider on me instead.
I mean, obviously it makes a lot more sense to put on you, so I'll detach it from
Okay.
me. Yeah. I thought it was cute that it was on me, but. All right.
I always get the rules backwards and which one is the +2 versus
Yeah.
which one is.
Yeah. All right.
Reading isn't my strong suit either. Okay, encounter card 1.
Uh-oh. Okay.
We've got the Wolf of Mordor.
All right.
Encounter card 2. Surge!
Oh,
Until the end of the phase, we're going to keep getting that Doom.
No, we're not.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
The ring says no as it
The
gets
ring
another
says
as it
no.
gets another threat.
It's so heavy right now. Oof.
Encounter card 2. Orc
Okay.
Vanguard.
We like them.
Encounter card 3. Orc Vanguard.
We're fine.
Sure.
And encounter card 4. Raised by 1 for each scout in play, and that is just 1.
Wow. That could have been a lot worse.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we win
So-
by
Wow.
9.
Zip through.
Yep.
We really zip through. Will, you got that? Okay. The cold waters of the Anduin River rush before you, but the current is weaker here and you have to cross. The outriders and van of the Dark Lord's army are closing fast behind, and their archers will make the attempted crossing even more dangerous. The bravest members of your band turn back to distract the oncoming horde so that the rest of you might escape. Oh boy.
Do you think the van of the Dark Lord's army is like airbrushed on the side?
I think of it kind of like the van that like the Scooby-Doo gang rides.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe a white panel van?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
creepy.
All right.
Yeah.
We can't travel to East or West Bank.
No.
All right. Progress tokens from card effects cannot be placed in this quest or active location. Okay. Can't travel. Oh my god. In order to commit characters to the quest, a player must first choose a hero or ranger of Athelion he controls and discard them from play.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy we have a couple rangers.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So, there you have it.
Combat.
Are we going to
Yeah.
travel? Is there nowhere we can go? Yeah.
And we cannot go anywhere.
There's nowhere to go.
Like
All right. Well,
we can
Let's-
see bulls if we want.
let's take some enemies.
Yeah.
I'm happy to. I know that Will needs to pull down at least one just to.
We're ready, everything. Yeah.
To make Erkenbrand most effective. I mean, there's only 3 dudes out here. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're all gonna
We have
die.
I mean, I can.
Oh,
I'll happily take one.
Yeah.
weirdly enough, I'm alright not taking one because I can just throw Baragond at somebody.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll take a Vanguard.
You take a Vanguard. Why don't I take Wolves from Mordor?
Alright.
And I'll take the one that's left over.
Sure,
Okay.
if you want it.
Yeah, I mean, if it benefits you to do so.
I would actually say I think it doesn't benefit you to take it. Because then somebody could use their armored destroyer.
Right.
If
It only benefits you, Grant, unless you're like planning on stabbing it with Grimbjorn on your defense.
I mean, I can do that anyway, regardless. If I was to use Grimbjorn's effect like that. So, it's marvelous. I just thought, give us something to do. But if somebody else wants
well, our destriers are not being effective right now, so someone should double up, and I think I'm the only one that can because of my player position, right?
indeed.
Yeah.
My Pierce from Bard doesn't work. That's the only thing against my own people.
Right.
So I think we can math it out. All right, here we go.
Somebody's getting a Baragond, which will put a damage on something.
Okay. All right. Shadow cards.
Yeah.
I will defend the wolves and discard the shadow of the vanguard.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, it's a bounce.
Do we want to let Grimbjorn defend the Vanguard?
Yeah, it doesn't have
So
to. Erkenbrand then can do violets. Yeah.
Okay. Grimbjorn defends and spends 1 to do 4 damage to the Vanguard.
Nice.
Excellent. It's 4 damage.
Yep.
Love it.
And then Baragond, would you care to defend the Vanguard?
Yeah, certainly. 1 damage to it.
Remove all defending characters from combat. This attack is considered undefended.
That's not cool.
Well, it's only 2 damage to. Oh no, it's 5 damage.
We have not crossed the Anduin.
Really?
Correct.
We
We
are
are currently
crossing.
Yeah, we're currently in the Anduin.
Okay.
So on a technicality, which is my favorite kind, it does not get
Technically
plus
correct
3.
is the best kind of correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Counterattacks.
All right. So, what is the best way? All right. So we can't actually put any. Legolas's quest thing doesn't matter, right?
Right.
How do
Indeed.
we get past this? I forget.
We have to quest it.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to actually. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay,
I
Legolas.
think we don't really have to get smart about this. They're all dead.
Yep.
It's
Legolas has
Yeah. I
3
mean,
attacks.
there's just no way that these things stay alive in front of us.
Yeah.
So if we
Well,
want to figure it out, we can. But they're all dead.
someone helps me kill mine.
Yeah.
You two kill yours. Or this.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Legolas
Legolas.
has 1 attack on each of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I will finally get to play my Foehammer.
Nice.
Oh, wait. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's going to be a shift N here.
Alrighty.
My contract flips.
Mine flips as well.
Oh.
Wandering Took says, shots fired. I think that might be to you, Rowan,
Oh. Probably.
in reference to a earlier comment you may have uttered on the show.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I believe it defending of the honor of the program. Well, if you can't tease a kinsman, who can you tease?
Nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
0 people. All right. Rowan, you are the first to plan.
Oh, fantastic. I will just put down this happy little soldier. Yeah, 'cause I'm not really sure what else to do.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that at all. That's silly. I'm going to hold off because we only have one card to play. And canceling 2 points of damage might be more useful.
I don't think the one card effect is true anymore.
We have moved beyond that.
Oh, alright. Great.
Yeah, that main quest is gone.
Alright. Then I will play my friend here. And that will be it for me.
Okay. Grant, let's take a look at your hand. Oh, hands upon the bow, the best card.
Yeah, I've got nothing this turn.
Okay. Will, looking at your... Look at that hand. It's huge.
Yeah, Foehammer did work.
Okay.
Let's get a round shield out here.
Any chance that we can reduce Grant's threat that's 2 away from ending the game?
No, I think we just quest. Quest real hard.
Okay.
'Cause I don't have a means to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to play out this Rivendell Blade, discarding the Ear of the Citadel. Thank you very much. And does anyone need a Valiant Sword? Feel like the answer is no.
I'll take one.
Take it.
Oh, I don't have anyone noble. Never mind.
What do you mean you don't have nobles?
No. I'm beneath you. All of you.
All you warriors.
It's not true. Gondorian. Not beneath Gondorians. Well, I mean.
I mean. Well, the 3 you brought out, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
And then my planning, I'm just going to bring out a friend. Because we love these guys. Oh, and now I'm going to get my black arrow out.
I'm sorry, I have to take issue, Daniel.
Oh! Lords and ladies,
Hello?
gents of
Hello.
the hall, we have a wandering toque in the house. What are you taking issue with, sir?
He wandered in.
And I quote, hands upon the bow, the best card?
Oh, yeah.
Daniel.
No.
Daniel.
You know what? I only said that so I could get you out of your hidey hole tonight, Mike. I thought only perfect outrage would get you to appear on your own show.
And
That's
it did,
fair.
and it did. It wasn't the cheaty heroes, it wasn't the scooping,
Nope.
it was that.
It was that. Because everybody knows, Mike, that Blade Mastery is the best card in the game.
Yep. Yep.
You sound a bit sick. You doing alright there, Mike?
No, I'm doing great. I'm just starting to lose my voice a little bit, and it's been a tiring day.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough.
That's
Was
all
a
the
ton of fun,
screaming
though.
and box I con.
That's right.
Yeah, all the screaming. Every time the auto fail came out, just screams bound.
No wonder you have any voice left. That's pretty great.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Mike, what a delight to hear from you. I'm glad your travels are safe. I'm glad you had a great time.
Thank you. Thanks for holding down the fort. I'm gonna take off soon, but you guys have a good night and enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Certainly will.
Yeah, catch you later,
Missed
mate.
you tremendously.
So yeah, I'll be back next week.
Right on,
Alright,
Will.
see you next week.
Bye.
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 Okay.
What a pleasant fellow.
Sure, you say that now after he's left.
Oh yeah, I'd never say it to his face.
No, that's...
Are you kidding me?
All right.
I don't
You
know.
might think we're not good friends anymore.
I've totally forgotten where we are. Oh, we're about to quest, right?
We're about to quest. We have decisions to make with questing, right?
Do we?
Yeah, in order to commit characters to the quest, a player must first choose a hero or a ranger of Athelion they control and then discard each chosen card from play.
I mean, I don't have anything to think about because I don't quest.
I would discard a Ranger of Athelion.
Alright.
That's probably enough right there.
Heavens, that's 13.
And I've got a hands upon the bow if there's an enemy that comes out, as long as
Yeah.
my threat doesn't go up by 2.
Yeah, I think that's the real concern.
Oh God, Grant. I already know how this is gonna
Oh
end.
god. We can mulligan, right? That's fine.
Encounter card 1.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
Encounter card 2.
Okay.
+3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Encounter card 3.
Okay.
Alright.
And encounter card 4.
Oh.
We are good to go.
Oh. Wow.
Okay.
Grant, would you like to read this one?
You made it across the Anduin and are leaving Osgiliath. In a fell shriek split the air. You begin the race across the Pelennor fields, the safety of Minas Tirith. But a new enemy follows behind.
What could it be?
We add the Witch King to the staging.
Dude, we have to quest for
Players
15.
now have crossed the Anduin.
Okay.
We cannot travel
Yeah.
to bank locations.
Will, why don't you tell the good listeners and viewers what the Witch King's all about? Oh, or not.
Sorry, who were you speaking of there?
Will.
Well,
Oh, sorry about that.
Will's doing some other things. I got
I
it.
thought you had said Rowan.
I'll take it.
Clearly I
You
said
go.
Rowan.
Alright. The Witch King is a Nazgul captain. 6 threat, 6 fight, 6 defense, 11 health, 40 engagement cost, which we've all hit, fortunately. Players cannot play attachments on the Witch King, and while the Witch King is in the staging area, each character gains -1 will. Forced after the Witch King attacks, he returns to the staging area unless the defending player raises their threat by 3.
All right, so let's figure this out. So notice that he is not immune to player card effects. So, so the Black Arrow, Bard's Pierce 2, all these work. As does the Feint that I've kept in my hand for this very moment.
Same here.
I say we give Rowan the Witch King.
Agreed.
I would like to take it.
Oh, you want to stand up?
I can stand up, as well as I can then reduce my threat.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you keep him?
Yes.
Beautiful. I
Okay.
think that's the play then.
I
Then
think
that's the
we'll
way
kill
to
him
go.
this round.
We will kill him this round, I think.
Yeah. If
Alright.
you want, I'll take the Shaga Scouts just for funsies.
But we do need to travel, and we must travel to the Pelennor Fields.
There's no way that.
Yep.
Can we actually have Funkymonkeymonk take the Snaga Scouts?
I mean, we can, yeah, because
that
the Witch King's thing is
that
after.
way, Erkenbrand's Destrier does work. Or Grant's Destrier does work.
Somebody's horsey is going to do something today.
But if we're feigning the
I
Witch
mean-
King, does it really matter?
Yeah, for funsies.
I mean, I do like that Legolas is basically riding 2 horses at the same time while shooting everything. I
It
think
does
that's
matter
marvelous.
if he would return to the staging area unless the defending player raises their threat by 3 after he attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so fainting him means
Yeah.
he'd be stuck there no matter what,
Good point.
right? Okay.
But yeah, and it doesn't matter. You're correct.
Yeah. Well, let's do some shadow cards.
Let's do.
Well, maybe
there a
Erkenbrand
phone
wants to
call?
actually taunt things. How about you, Grant? Let's take the hit. Let's not feint it.
Okay, Rumbion defends the Witch King, or he defends the Snorga and discards the shadow from the Witch King.
There you go.
Ooh, love it.
Defending player
Defends
must
the witch-
discard one ally
You-
card
you
from
did
their
it-
hand.
You did it backwards.
The other way around.
But there was
And then-
no... What was the shadow of the other one? I didn't see.
If this attack is undefended,
Oh,
it is
okay.
not.
Okay.
And Grimbeon defends and attacks back at the Witch King, so 4. He's attacking for 4. There's no damage. But never mind.
All right, but
Okay,
Funky
how
Monkey
much?
Monk, you have to raise your threat by 3.
Indeed.
Because we
How
let
much
him,
damage was on the Witch King?
we let him attack. No damage on the Witch King.
One damage.
Okay.
It's no piercing. He's got 6 armor.
All right.
Well, it would only be 4 with Grimbeon's -2 defense.
Mm.
Okay. Legolas, you want to go first?
Sure, Legolas attacks the Snogger, readies, and then Legolas attacks the Witch King. Of 4, needs some more range.
But yeah, what do you... So let's add it all up here.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm dealing 10 and negating 1 armor.
Okay. I'm dealing 3,
You need
6...
6.
I'm doing 7 and negating 2 armor.
And I've got 4 with Legolas, so that's more than enough to kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone.
He is gone.
Legolas, how many total kills?
2.
2, right? Okay, so that's 4 progress on Pelennor Fields.
Hmm.
Okay.
Now, can we get out of here before the ring runs out?
Well, let's find out.
Because this is it. I mean, this is it.
This is absolutely it.
Okay, well,
Oh, let me look back at my...
1 resource for the Dagger of Westerners to increase my willpower by 1. And that's me done.
Okay, Funky Monkey Monk, what do you got?
Nothing.
Okay. I got Blade Mastery. That just makes sense. That would be my last draw.
Yeah.
That's
Of
poetry
course.
right there.
Yeah, right. I'll spend 3 for a White Tower Watchman.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Run!
Quest all.
Run! Is Aragorn really a
Requesting-
+7 willpower? I love it.
We're questing with impunity now, right?
I think we're just trying to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring your
Baragon
cancels,
stays
everyone.
behind as our last bastion of defense.
Absolutely. There's like Baragon.
Yeah,
There's
him,
like
he and
this
Legolas stay
soldier.
back. Yeah.
This defender. We're just like standing here, a little wall. Legolas chilling out there. It's
They're
fine.
the ones who can't outrun the bear, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what?
that's fair.
Erkenbrand's going to quest because he has willpower.
Ooh.
Okay.
There's got to be
Give it-
one card that just totally dicks us. This is going to be great.
I can't believe. Stop saying that.
Okay.
Okay.
Encounter card 2.
Okay.
Encounter card 3.
Okay. And here it is. Oh,
And we're out.
we're out.
You know what? Just for funsies.
You know what-
Legolas
you know what
attacks and
I-
kills the warg.
You know what I
Beautiful.
thought Grant was going to do?
Mm.
Was on a when revealed, cancel it with the One Ring to raise his threat and kill us all.
Yeah.
That
was
sounds
like-
like something I
I was just like
That does
gearing up.
sound like something I would do.
Yeah, gearing up for Grant to do that. Oh well, dude, that was fun. That was that was a
marvelous.
lot
I
more
really
intense
enjoyed
than
that.
it needed to be. So thanks, Grant, for making it a little bit more dramatic.
Welcome, guys.
Now, I have to know, of the last 3 cards, could any have killed us?
What do we find out?
The answer
Still, why
is
not?
no.
Let's see what could have killed us. Doomed, right?
Yeah, anything doomed.
The
would
last
kill them.
3 cards were the Wayne Rider Captain, a Wayne Rider, and a Wayne Rider Captain.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm
We
gonna
say-
have to go now, guys. So I will catch you next time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grant. Good night. I know it's really
No
late
worries,
where
take
you're
it
living.
easy.
Yeah,
Take
it was
care,
an
brother.
absolute delight playing with you. Thank you so much.
Ciao, Grant. Good night.
All right.
Will, Rowan, that was dramatic. It was wonderful.
It was
Super fun. All right.
super, super fun. Thank you so much.
Well, here in the nation's capital and in the city that never sleeps, it's almost 11. We should go to bed. So, Rowan, Will, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for
Thanks for
having
hanging
us.
out with
This
us.
is so much fun.
Stay tuned, folks, for what next week's going to bring. I'm guessing there's some Arkham on the wind.
That's what I've heard. That's what the
there's
whispers
rumors-
say.
There's rumors of swirling, aren't there?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll be in touch. Thank you, everyone, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.